G'day viewers, this is Troy from Troy's Visual Arts channel. It's been a while since I last done some work on my 2-colour TV project. My attention's been towards my iconoscope camera project and my Motorama diorama over there. And of course, many other things. And yeah, since I last got this 2-colour TV working, I've been needing to make some power supplies to run the two tellies and run them all off one transformer, not two power jacks, and also run that 5-volt power supply off the 12-volt off one transformer as well. So that way I'm not plugging three separate power sources in, so to speak. Anyway, I was looking for 12-volt circuits that could offer at least 1.5 amps, and found one that was like it had some power transformers that I just couldn't easily get a hold of, so it kind of threw me off. So I just shelved this project for a while. Also, I didn't have a transformer available at the time neither. But anyway, recently I've done another look for a 12-volt power supply that could offer 1.5 amps and didn't require not easily obtainable components. And I found one that uses a LM317 variable regulator. Anyway, so I copied the circuit and got it working, and I first tried it out on the TVs, but I was getting some weird messy display, and then I checked the output for ripple, and I was getting a few hundred millivolts of ripple that looked like a funky sawtooth wave. So I fixed that by replacing the 1 microfarad capacitor with a 1000 microfarad capacitor. Whoever designed this circuit did not think about filtering too well. Anyway, so with that problem fixed, I plugged it into the TVs and they work perfectly fine. Well, anyway, I've got this plugged into the Cyan TV. It's going to fire up, and you'll see that tiny power supply will fire up the TV, and the TV works happily. Sadly, the red TV has just carked it on me. It won't fire up. It did fire up initially, but it won't fire up now for some reason. It's developed a fault somewhere. And when it was actually working, the picture was a bit blinky. Anyway, I've plugged into the red TV. As you see, it will not fire up. Oh, it is firing up now. Well, that's actually quite weird. So last time I plugged it in, it didn't fire up at all. It fired up first, but then it didn't fire up at all, but now it's fired up again. Yeah, I think this red TV has got some kind of intermittent fault of some sort, probably a dry joint somewhere in maybe the power supply section. Picture is a little bit blinky, but that's because I've made adjustments to make the pictures match up for this 2-colour TV project. It's probably part of the reason why. Anyway, that power supply works good for both TVs. I'm going to now build another power supply identical to that on this board. So that way I'm running both the TVs, and that power supply is along with the dual I think it's a 5-volt power supply, dual 5-volt power supply. Both of those are going to be running off this transformer here. It's a bit overkill for size, but that's all I had available. But I might find a smaller one somewhere that will be efficient enough for the job. Anyway, I'm gonna do that. Build an identical power supply. Need to put a heatsink on this LM317 chip because it's running really hot, which I expected would happen. So it's running about probably somewhere between 1 and 1.5 amps. I know these TVs required a bit more than an amp to run, or at least an amp, because I know that looking at the power jacks, one of the power jacks is 1.5 amps, so 1.5. So I figured, yeah, just make a 1.5 amp 12-volt power supply to run the TVs. Anyway, enough of me waffling on too much about all that. So that's yep, I'm going to be building another 12-volt power supply. Going to package this nicely inside the enclosure on this board here and run it all off this transformer here. And that transformer, I'm going to house it inside of an enclosure to make it all safe and everything, because you've got live 240 volts there and such, and yeah, I don't want to get zapped. Anyway, that's about it. Stay tuned for my next update. Oh yeah, another thing too, I need to get myself a 50% mirror, because window tint and glass is not exactly it does the job, but it's not exactly the greatest choice for a 50% mirror that's going to look good. It looks pretty dodgy, makeshift, and as you can see, it peels off. So yeah, I need to get a 50% mirror. Alright, that's it for this video. Stay tuned for my next update on my 2-colour TV project, when I'll make some developments. This is Troy from Troy's Visual Arts channel, signing out.